My name is Jacob Pintal. I graduated in 2016 from the graphic design program, and I currently work at a company called In Marketing Solutions right here in downtown Chicago. I am an art director. I originally signed on as a junior art director when they first hired me right out of school, and then since then they've moved me up to just being an art director, and I pretty much touch everything from print, digital, worked on some photo shoots a little bit, and then I do everything more specializing in the digital areas because that's what Ferris really prepped me for, was a lot of that digital background and kind of best practices. So I don't need to necessarily know everything that's going on, but I need to know what the best user experience is for all of the customers and kind of people we're trying to bring in. Ferris was interesting because most of the other schools that I looked into going for graphic design were fine arts, and it didn't really help you figure out how to react to the real world. Ferris really nailed down real client meetings, practicing what the reality of things were when you actually got into the workforce, logging your time, actually figuring out what you can do within realistic budgets. And that was the biggest thing I heard when I came into this job. Was I was like not really like a student. I came in and it was more like I'd already been in the industry for a little while, and that was really good for me because they were able to just throw me right into the fire, and I was able to just adapt right away. So, I was really big into a group called Student Alumni Gold Club, working directly with the alumni department. Still am today. I got my little alumni shirt on right now. It was really good working with them. We got to do a lot of stuff with the mascot, going to a bunch of the hockey games and different alumni related events. Got to talk to a lot of people in the industry, not necessarily in my industry, but some random stuff here and there, and it kind of exposed me to different things that people got out of going to Ferris, and it also exposed me to just what the benefits of staying in touch with the school were. Attending Ferris really gave me a well-rounded look at things. Outside of just what they taught me in the programs, they really pushed me getting to know my industry. So we did a lot of tours and just random things where people would come to our campus and reach out to our school, and I got to actually go to different agencies and different people that were working in the world, and they kind of sought us out, and it added a little bit more like beneficial things to my major that weren't really part of what I learned in the classroom. It was a lot of stuff where I got to see and talk to people that were already working in that world that I wanted to go into, and it gave me a more realistic expectation of what I was going to get when I got out of school and what I needed to do to be able to live up to their expectations. Ferris really looks at preparing you for what's after school, so they don't necessarily focus on just making school like the most amazing time ever and just that you have fun. They make sure you have fun still, but they make sure that you have fun, and then when you get out of school, you're not just left high and dry. Everybody that I've talked to that's came out of Ferris has been able to just immediately adapt into the workforce, and then they still enjoyed their time at Ferris and they can come back and learn more about what they're doing. But it was really just a big benefit for me and everybody that I've talked to compared to kids that went to some of the other programs, is they didn't feel lost once they got out of school. They felt like they knew where they were going and they knew what they could do with the degrees that they got.